Now, Lake of the Ozarks News Update. Stories, events, activities, and entertainment information of interest in and around the lake area.
I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And welcome to the Lake News Update, brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com.
Today we're going to be talking about the lake's tastiest competition.
Plans for the big car show.
An escaped convict is behind bars.
A big announcement from a local politician.
And we'll be looking at events going on around the lake through the weekend. But first, a message from our sponsors.
Welcome to Furniture Showrooms by JC Mattress. We've been providing the bedding and furniture needs for the lake area since 1988. We carry premium bedding lines that include Serta, Restonic, Spring Air, and our own JC Mattress brand, manufactured right here in Central Missouri. And if you're shopping for fine furniture, JC Mattress sells name brands such as Broyhill, Flexsteel, Lazy Boy, Bassett, and more. Come browse our showroom located at 5645 Osage Beach Parkway, next door to Osage Beach City Hall. Open 7 days a week.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Introducing the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $20 a month, wash your car as often as you want. Enjoy significant savings and never worry if it's going to rain or not. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car, quick, easy, and professional every time.
Had any good Southern-style chicken lately? We did at the 5th Annual Silver Cup Chef's Challenge, held this past weekend at Seven Springs Winery in Lynn Creek. First stop, the serving line from the Hideout.
We are serving peanut butter and jelly wings, chicken rice with or chicken gumbo with sticky rice, and a chocolate truffle with some chicken breadcrumbs.
Next stop, Willow's.
We've got fried chicken today, we've got kale, we've got mashed sweet potatoes, mashed potato and chicken bites with gravy to dip them in, and for dessert we've got spicy rum bread pudding.
Hungry yet? Well, check out the menu at Roca's.
That's the grit, and it has mushrooms in it. It is so good. And then on top of that, and this is the greens, southern greens, bacon and onion, and this is the gravy that's going to go over our chicken, white cream gravy. This is the shrimp that's going to go on top of the grit, and this is the rum raisin sauce that's going to go over the bread pudding. Lot of rum makes it.
My name is Pierre Torres. I'm with Ruthie D's Restaurant. Today what we did is the chickens for the theme day. We did a pheasant pate to start with, wrapped in puff pastry with the Duke Salt cream sauce. Then we also did, for the entree we took the leg and we boned it out and we stuffed it with duck confit. And then we took the breast, marinated in homemade hot sauce and honey. And then we pan fried it in duck fat, served with grits and carrots. And then for dessert we did a snow egg, which is a meringue poached in milk, and then with a creme anglaise vanilla sauce and topped with pulled sugar and candied walnuts.
Proceeds from the Chef's Challenge go to benefit the Tri-County YMCA. The first week's winner, by the way, was Ruthie D's, and the People's Choice Award went to Roca. There are 3 more competitions, so get your tickets now, because as you can see, the tables are full. Bob Spicer reporting for Lake TV. Preparations for the Magic Dragon Street Meet Nationals are rolling right along. The organizers have announced registrations open for the event. This will be the 26th year for the car show. Brings thousands of people to the Bagnell Dam Strip, and this year's event is scheduled for May 2nd through the 4th, when lake area roads will be filled with hot rods and muscle cars. Registration's capped at 1,000 participants this year, so if you want to sign up, you better visit magicdragoncarshow.com right now.
Firefighters battled high winds last week in a fire that destroyed a home in Stover. Officials say the fire likely started in the living room chimney and it completely engulfed the house in less than 5 minutes. Crews focused on keeping the fire from spreading, but with the winds reaching 45 miles per hour, it soon jumped across the road and a brush fire broke out. The home was completely destroyed, but the brush fire was able to be contained. Several family pets reportedly died in the fire, but thankfully no one else was injured.
After 3 months on the run, a convicted child molester from Morgan County has been found and arrested in Oregon. Timothy Wayne Register disappeared last October, just days before he was scheduled to be sentenced on several felony charges, including statutory rape. Register was found when a bondsman joined with police in Bend, Oregon to pinpoint a phone number Register had allegedly been using. The number was traced to a motel, and when Register walked out of his room, officers arrested him without incident. He was taken to a county jail to await an extradition hearing so he can be brought back to Morgan County to face his conviction.
The Lake Area Narcotics Enforcement Group reports seizures of methamphetamines were up during the last few months of 2013. The group says it confiscated over 6 kilograms of meth in the Lake area between the months of October and December. That's more than 10 times as much as they found in the previous quarter. On the other hand, they confiscated less marijuana. Only 230 grams were found in the fourth quarter of 2013, compared with over 6 kilograms found between July and September. The Lake Area Narcotics Enforcement Group is a task force of officers that encompasses 7 counties with a combined population of about 200,000 people.
State Representative Rocky Miller says he wants another term in Jefferson City. Miller represents District 124. He says his position gives him the ability to make positive change for his district. Though only halfway through his first term, Miller has already seen the passage of several key bills. One of those ended the state's practice of closing public beaches due to water quality test results. Miller's campaign has already raised $61,000 since he was elected in November of 2012. That puts him among the top fundraisers in the Missouri House. Miller has recently focused his efforts on expanding broadband internet access in rural areas of the state.
If you're looking for a way to make a difference in the community, you might find yourself among VIPs. The Camdenton School District's Volunteers in Public Schools program is how more than 250 people in the Lake community help teachers and students make the most out of our schools. Some volunteers listen to students read, while others help with administrative tasks. But the district says it could still use more help. For more information or to volunteer as a VIP, contact the district or visit camdentonschools.org.
Lake race organizers will have a cocktail party on Friday as sponsors, volunteers, and racers begin preparing for this year's event. The party is scheduled from 5:30 to 7:30 at Wilmore Lodge with appetizers and a cash bar available. Sponsors will receive special recognition and more details will be given about Lake Race 2014.
What would possess someone to collect and save beer cans? We sent Lake TV's Bob Spicer to the Inn at Grand Glaze for the answer.
These are beer can collectors. These are some of the beer can collections on display at the Breweriana Collectibles Club of America's Meet this past weekend. Need a little beer can history? Ask Bob Hoover.
The beer can was invented in 1935. At the time that it was invented, there was some concern about how the public would accept it. The first beer can was filled by a brewery called Kruger, K-R-U-E-G-R, out of New Jersey.
Heard of them.
And they were so concerned about it damaging their reputation that they introduced the beer can in Richmond, Virginia in 1935.
So now that we know a little history about the beer can, the question remains, what's the fascination with collecting them?
In 2005, I walked into a pub on St. Patrick's Day, and they had 16-ounce aluminum beer bottles that were green, and they were cold. And I tried one, and I said, I think I'll specialize in 16-ounce aluminum beer bottles.
All right. How many you got?
My wife and I have over 600 different AB and Miller aluminum bottles.
I started because most of my friends collected cans. It was just a fad. With a lot of the kids in the St. Louis area collected cans, and I was only lukewarm to it, but my 7th grade teacher knew how to motivate boys to behave, so she had a reward system where you get stars for good behavior, and the kids that had the best behavior at the end of the year would get the first pick of beer cans that were sent from her brother in Texas.
You might well ask, what's a beer can worth these days?
I got an old St. Louis, I got a Bud Bach, I got a Faust, they're all in a couple thousand range.
So if you're thinking about starting a beer can collection, go for it. But take some advice from beer memorabilia collector Bill Kress's wife.
I tell him he can collect anything he wants, but I do not want Rick Wall and family.
Bob Spicer reporting for Lake TV.
Here's a look at some more events happening around the lake this weekend. On Friday and Saturday, Bootleggers in Osage Beach will host the Gangsters Ball. The doors open at 6 p.m. and the show starts at 7. For tickets, contact Bootleggers Sports Bar and Grill.
On Saturday morning, anglers will launch from Public Beach number 2 for the Joe Bass Team Trail Fishing Tournament. Say that 3 times. The tournament begins at 7 a.m. Final weigh-in is at 3 p.m.
The golf club at Deer Chase will host a winter tour 2-person scramble on Saturday morning. The shotgun start is scheduled for 10 a.m. Contact the golf course for more information or to register.
Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m., the Missouri Department of Conservation will host the Lake Awesome Conservation Kids Club at the Conservation Office on Thunder Mountain Road in Camdenton. The event is for 3rd and 4th graders. It'll include a hike, crafts, and other activities. Pre-registration is required.
Round 2 of the Silver Cup Chef's Challenge is also this Saturday. The theme is Southwestern Flair, and the contestants will include Fire It Up Barbecue, Savannah Grill, the Inn at Grand Glaze, and Half Sauce Barbecue. Tickets are $25 per person, and the first tasting is at 2 p.m. I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this has been your Lake News Update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com.